Monster Jam fans, the time has come to honor our great nation and its heroes. I'd love for everybody here to take out your cell phone and to turn on that flashlight. Now many of you guys wave your phone high in the sky as we pay tribute to our amazing nation and its heroes. Light up, New Orleans, light it up! Monster Jam is built right here in the USA. And we're super grateful and thankful to live in the greatest nation on earth and to celebrate its strengths, freedom, and resilience. If you served in the United States military, whether in the Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, or Coast Guard, please rise and thank you for your service. God bless the United States of America. Here to present our nation's colors, this is Avengers Racing and the Steel Titan Sports League. Everybody please go check out these channels, they are really cool. Now everybody please rise for the singing of our national anthem by Avengers Racing. and loud and say with me because this is Monster Jam. New Orleans, it is now time to meet the top competitors here on Stadium Championship Series East. Coming out to the track first, representing Team Scream's newest truck out of Columbus, Michigan, this is Koehler in Mayhem. Next up out of Itasca, Illinois, representing Monster Jam's newest truck, this is Camden Murphy in Classroom Crusher. Coming out to the track next, representing the Black and Green Wrecking Machine, your 2024 Stadium Championship Series East champion and your current 2025 Stadium Championship Series East points leader out of Oskaloosa, Iowa. This is Tyler Menninga in Grave Digger. New Orleans, get loud because this is Monster Jam. New Orleans, get loud, because this is Monster Jam. Monster Jam fans, it is time for our first competition here of the evening. The JCB Racing Competition. All 12 of our drivers have been seated into the bracket based off the results from the last event. All 12 of our drivers will be competing head-to-head in a one-on-one elimination tournament, where the winner of each race will advance on to the next round, culminating in the final round race on the road to Monster Jam World Finals 26 in Salt Lake City, Utah. So, New Orleans, get loud if you're ready for the JCB Racing Competition. Coming out first out of Oskaloosa, Iowa, representing the Black and Green Wrecking Machine, this is Tyler Menninga in Grave Digger. Versus in the other lane, representing for all the firefighters, this is Joe Foley in Axe. Who will get the win and advance to the next round? Let's find out. Here we go. On your mark, get set, go. Axe some crazy saves, and your winner is going to be Tyler Menninga in Grave Digger. Next up out of Columbus, Michigan, this is Chris Koehler in Mayhem. Versus in the other lane, out of Itasca, Illinois, representing Monster Jam's newest truck, this is Camden Murphy in Classroom Crusher. Who will get the win and advance to battle between Monster Jam's two newest trucks? Let's find out. Here we go. On your mark, get set, go. And your winner is going to be Camden Murphy in Classroom. Next up out of Ogden, Utah, this is Mike Christensen in Vendetta. Versus the other lane, your three-time World Finals champion out of Columbus, Michigan, Mr. Excitement himself. This is Jim Koehler in Avenger. Who will get the win and advance? Let's find out. Here we go. On your mark, get set, go. And your winner is going to be Mike Christensen in Vendetta. Next up out of Quebec, Canada, representing for Lucas Oil Products, this is Cynthia Gauthier in Lucas Stabilizer. versus the other lane representing for Team Scream. This is Kevin Crocker and Megalodon, who will get the win and advance. Let's find out. Here we go. On your mark, get set, go. Your winner is going to be Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer. In the last race, I forgot to mention that was actually the last race of round number 1. But it is now time to begin round number 2. First up, advancing in from round 1, this is Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger. Versus in the other lane, out of Orlando, Florida, representing the Zombie Nation, this is Bari, Musawwir, and Zombie. We will get the win and advance to the next round. Let's find out. Here we go. On your mark, get set, go. Bari will cross before he crosses the finish line. And your winner is going to be Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger. Next up, out of Whittier, California, representing the Crazy Bull, this is Armando Castro and El Toro Loco. Versus the other lane, advancing in from round 1, this is Camden Murphy in Classroom Crusher, who will get the win and advance to the next round. Let's find out. Here we go. On your mark, get set, go. And your winner is going to be Camden Murphy in Classroom Crusher. Next up, advancing in from round 1, this is Mike Christensen in Vendetta. Versus in the other lane, out of Knoxville, Tennessee, this is Dalton Widner in Jurassic Attack. It's a Team Throttle Monster battle. I don't care which Team Throttle Monster truck will advance to the next round. Let's find out. Here we go. On your mark, get set, go. Dalton Widner will roll over, and your winner is going to be Mike Christensen and Vendetta. Next up, advancing in from round 1, this is Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer. Versus in the other lane, out of Houston, Texas, representing the Apex Predator, this is Colt Stevens and ThunderROARus, who will get the win and advance to the next round. Let's find out. Here we go. On your mark, get set, go. That's right, I almost mentioned again, but this was the last race of round 2, and Cynthia Gauthier will get the win and advance to the semifinals. Now time to kick off the semifinals. First up, we've got Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger versus Camden Murphy in Classroom Crusher, who will get the win and advance to the final round. Let's find out. Here we go. On your mark, get set, go. Nice turn there by Tyler to try to get around the parked trucks, but he's going to slow him down and not help him out, and your winner is going to be Camden Murphy in Classroom Crusher, who will go to the final round to face off against Camden Murphy in Classroom Crusher. Will it be Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer, or will it be Mike Christensen and Vendetta? Let's find out. Here we go. On your mark, get set, go. Wow, what a race. Mike rolls over, and I'm unsure who won that. We're going to take a look at the replay, but I think Mike Christensen and Vendetta may have gotten motion advantage. If you look at the footage, that's a crazy, sandy jump over the finish line for both competitors. They were both going all out to win the race. When we look at the footage, it's very hard to see because of all the sand, but we looked at it, and it looked like Mike Christensen and Vendetta will get the win. But however, we're getting word from our officials that Mike Christensen, he has quite a bit of damage to the truck, so he's unable to make it back. So getting a second chance at life and coming back to the final round will be Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer, and she's going to get a chance in the final round to face off against Camden Murphy in Classroom Crusher. Monster Jam fans, which makes the final round here in this evening's JCB racing competition. We started off the evening with 12 of the fastest Monster Jam competitors, and we are now down to the fastest 2. So, New Orleans, get loud if you're ready for the to meet your final round contenders. Coming up first out of Quebec, Canada, representing from Lucas Oil Products, this is Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer. Versus the other lane out of Itasca, Illinois, representing Monster Jam's newest truck, this is Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher. Who will get the win the first 12 points towards this evening's overall event championship? Let's find out. And let's go racing! And your winner is going to be Camden Murphy in Classroom Crusher. Nice job for Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher on this JCB Racing win. It's a much-needed win for Camden, as Camden has been lower in points than what he wants to be. He wants to try to jump up in the point standings and try to bring this school bus to the top of the points. And he would love to get an overall event championship win, and it's a start to a great event here for Camden Murphy, as he's going to take home the JCB Racing competition win and the first 12 points towards this evening's overall event championship. Jam fans, it is now time for the second competition here of the evening, the two-wheel skills challenge. All 12 BART drivers are going to get 2 attempts to do their best maneuvers on 2 wheels, or a donut, or 1 attempt at a donut. 2 maneuvers you may see these drivers do out here on this track are stoppies, moonwalks, poppers, sky wheelies, slap wheelies, bicycles, or maybe even a combination of these moves. So, New Orleans, get loud if you're ready for the two-wheel skills challenge. Coming out first, representing for all the firefighters, this is Joe Foley in Axe. Nicer bicycle on the first, a slap wheelie on the first attempt. 1 more attempt remains for Axe. Nicer bicycle on the second attempt, and that's going to be the end of the run for Joe Foley in Axe. Your score for Joe Foley in Axe is going to be 7.299. That is going to be good enough for first place. Your leader to kick things off here in the two-wheel skills challenge will be Joe Foley in Axe. Coming out next, out of Columbus, Michigan, this is Chris Koehler in Mayhem. Nice there. Our first attempt at a bicycle. One more attempt left to go here for Chris Koehler. Nicer tombstone. Nicer, he's got the slap moonwalk. That is something that's very hard to do on these very heavy CRC trucks. And he's gonna nail it. Wow, nice job for Chris Koehler. He's gonna continue walking out this moonwalk. And he's gonna set it down, and that's gonna be the end of the run for Chris Koehler in Mayhem. Your score for Chris Koehler in Mayhem is gonna be an 8.345. That is gonna be good enough for first place. Your brand new leader is gonna be Chris Koehler in Mayhem. Coming out next is gonna be Chris Koehler's father, Mr. Excitement himself, Jim Koehler, in Avenger. Nice, our big sky wheelie on the first attempt for Jim Koehler. One more attempt left to go. Nice little bicycle to the sidewall, and that is going to be the end of the run for Jim Koehler and Avenger. Your score for Jim Koehler and Avenger is going to be a 9.109. That is going to be good enough for first place. Your brand new leader is going to be Jim Koehler in Avenger. Coming out next, representing for Team Scream, this is Kevin Crocker in Megalodon. As our tombstone. Next, he's gonna set it down. One more attempt left to go. Nicer sky wheelie off the crush cars, and that is going to be the end of the run for Kevin Crocker in Megalodon. Your score for Kevin Crocker in Megalodon is going to be a 7.035. That is going to be good enough for third place. Your leader is still going to remain Jim Koehler in Avenger. Next up, out of Orlando, Florida, representing the Zombie Nation, this is Bari Musawwir in Zombie. And we're going to get those zombie arms going for Bari Musawwir as he makes his way onto the track. Everybody in New Orleans, get those zombie arms going. Nice there, slap wheelie for Bari. One more attempt left to go. Nice there, massive sky wheelie over that car stack. And that is going to be the end of the run for Bari Musawwir and Zombie. Everybody in New Orleans, get those zombie arms going for Bari Musawwir. Your for Bari, Musawwir, and Zombie is going to be an 8.304. That is going to be good enough for third place. Your leader is still going to remain Jim Koehler in Avenger. Next up, out of Whittier, California, representing the Crazy Bull, this is Armando Castro and Toro Loco. Nicer, he's got the tombstone, and he's gonna twist the front and the back to BKT tires. Nicer, he's gonna set it down. One more attempt left to go. Nicer popper off the landing pad that they use during racing. And a nice job getting a moonwalk off of it. Nice there, he's gonna set it down, and that is gonna be the end of the run for Armando Castro and Toro Loco. For Armando Castro and Toro Loco is gonna be an 8.307. That is going to be good enough for fourth place. So your leader is still going to remain to be Jim Koehler in Avenger. Coming out next, out of Houston, Texas, representing the Apex Predator, this is Colt Stevens in ThunderROARus. Nicer stopping moonwalk combo on the first attempt here for Colt Stevens. One more attempt left to go. Nicer bicycle attempt. He's going to set it down, and that's going to be the end of the run for Colt Stevens in ThunderROARus. Our score for Colt Stevens in ThunderROARus is going to be a 7.335. That is going to be good enough for sixth place. Your leader is still going to remain Jim Koehler in Avenger. Now, Austrian fans, we sadly gotten word from the pit area that our other Dino-themed truck, Jurassic Attack, will sadly be unable to compete due to the damage from the crash in racing here in the two-wheel skills challenge. But Dalton Widner, we're getting word that he will be ready though and come out and burn it down in freestyle. But coming out next, out of Oskaloosa, Iowa, representing the black and green wrecking machine, this is Tyler Menninga in Grave Digger. Tyler Menninga then decides to try to find a perfect, looks like attempt to try to do a bicycle, and looks like he finally found it. Neither's got the bicycle into a moonwalk. He's gonna set it down. One more attempt left to go. Nice there, bicycle into sidewall save, and that's going to be the end of the run for Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger. Your score for Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger is going to be a 9.397. Your brand new leader is going to be Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger. Next up out of Ogden, Utah, this is Mike Christensen in Vendetta. Nice there, little donut for Mike Christensen. Remember, drivers have either 2 attempts at a 2-wheel maneuver or 1 attempt at a donut. Mike Christensen is going to take advantage of that 1 donut attempt, and that will be the end of the run for Mike Christensen in Vendetta. Your score for Mike Christensen in Vendetta is going to be a 7.117. Good enough for 9th place. Your leader is still going to remain Tyler Menninga in Gravedigger. Coming out next out of Quebec, Canada, representing for Lucas Oil Products, this is Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer. Everybody get those trucker arms going for Cynthia Gauthier. Nicer slap wheelie on the first attempt. 1 more attempt left to go. Nice there, massive skywheel on the second attempt. I was unsure if she was going to get it back on all 4 BKT tires, but she does. And that's going to be the end of the run for Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer. The score for Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer is going to be a 7.372. That is not going to be enough for the lead. Your leader is still going to remain to be Tyler Menninga in Gravedigger. Coming out last, out of Itasca, Illinois, representing Monster Jam's newest truck, this is Camden Murphy in Classroom Crusher. Nicer popper and moonwalk combo. He's got here off that landing pad, or on the roller, off on that race ramp. He walks it over. Nestor walks all the way across the berm. One more attempt left to go. Nice here, tombstone. That's our second tombstone on the second attempt, and that is going to be the end of the run for Camden Murphy in Classroom Crusher. Your score for Camden Murphy in Classroom Crusher is going to be 9.071. That is going to be good enough for third place, which means your two-wheel skills challenge winner is going to be none other than Tyler Menninga in Grave Digger. Nice job for Tyler Menninga on this win here in the two-wheel skills challenge. Now, this track is very difficult for the two-wheel skills as it is very tight and doesn't have as many opportunities for hits, but drivers have definitely found ways to be creative on this track, to do creative and new and different moves. But it looks like those judges really love those bicycles that Tyler will do. You got the bicycle into the moonwalk on the first attempt. Then the second attempt, he got into a nice bicycle in the sidewall save. Two unique and creative moves that we rarely saw from anybody else that did tonight. I mean, the only other drivers besides Tyler that did bicycles were Chris Koehler, Joe Foley, and Jim Koehler. They're the only other ones in. But Tyler, he took the bicycle, compared to what they did, he took it and he stepped up and took it to the next level and showed just a lot of skill and had some cool wow moments in there. And that is what it takes to win the two-wheel skills challenge. And Tyler Menninga is just proving why he's one of the best at two-wheel skills out of everybody here at Monster Jam. Alrighty, everybody, it is now halftime to go. Get up, stretch, head on out to the concourse. And we'll be back in half an hour for the second half of our Monster Jam event here in New Orleans, Louisiana. Once again, congratulations to Tyler Menninga and Grave Digger collecting the two-wheel skills challenge win and collecting the next 12 points towards tonight's overall event championship. Monster Jam fans, I'm going to need your guys' help to open up our final competition of the night. Like at the beginning of the event, I'm going to need everybody here to take out your cell phones and to turn on that flashlight. This time, not only will we be waving our phones high in the sky, we'll be moving them up and down to the beat of the music. So, let's get started. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Follow Mr. Krabs, everybody, and follow that beat. We've reached the pinnacle of tonight's Monster Jam event. It's time for the BKT Tires Freestyle Competition. Coming up first, representing for Team Scream, this is Kevin Crocker in Megalodon. And the 2 minutes will start right now. truck is a bit heavier compared to some of the other trucks out here in this field. It's going to be interesting to see how Kevin Crocker can navigate this track, as he definitely had lots of struggles in freestyle this year due to the weight of this truck. Back tires got locked up for a second, but luckily got them unlocked. 30 seconds are left here for Kevin Crocker. '" And that's going to be the end of the run for Kevin Crocker and Megalodon. Score for Kevin Crocker and Megalodon is going to be a 5.998. That's going to be good enough for first place to kick things off here in the BKT Tires Freestyle Competition. Coming out next out of Ogden, Utah, this is Mike Christensen in Vendetta. Nice there, big cross-tread for Mike. Seconds are left. '" Mike with some big, nice donut. And some big cross threads at the end of the run, and that's going to be it for Mike Christensen in Vendetta. Your score for Mike Christensen in Vendetta is going to be a 7.199. That is going to be good enough for first place. Your brand new leader is going to be Mike Christensen in Vendetta. Coming out next, representing the Apex Predator, this out of Houston, Texas, this is Colt Stevens in ThunderROARus. This is lining up for the Morgan and Morgan backflip. He's gonna nail it. 30 seconds are left. And that's going to be the end of the run for Colt Stevens and ThunderROARus. Your score for Colt Stevens and ThunderROARus is going to be an 8.597. That's making up for first place. Your brand new leader is going to be Colt Stevens and ThunderROARus. Coming out next, out of Columbus, Michigan, this is Koehler in Mayhem. For the Morgan and Morgan backflip, and he's gonna nail it perfectly. And he's gonna drag up for the cross thread bubble crash, and that is gonna be the end of the run for Koehler in Mayhem. First score for Koehler in Mayhem is going to be 7.225. That is going to get up for second place. Your leader is still going to remain Colt Stevens in ThunderROARus. Coming out next, representing for all the firefighters out there, this is Joe Foley in Axe. big cross right there from Joe Foley. Looks like Joe's gonna line up that Morgan and Morgan backflip, and he's gonna nail it. Mm-hmm. 30 seconds are left. And he's going to crash it right here in the parking stalls right at the end of time. And that's going to be the end of the run for Joe Foley in Axe. Your score for Joe Foley in Axe is going to be a 7.203. That's going to get up for third place. Your leader is still going to remain to be Colt Stevens in ThunderROARus. Coming up next, your three-time World Finals champion, Mr. Excitement himself, out of Columbus, Michigan. This is Jim Koehler in Avenger. What a jump right there, and what a bounce from Mr. Excitement. Jim's getting some big sends right now. He's trying to take over this lead here in freestyle. He's got 30 seconds left. Jim's going after that points lead. He's trying to get it away from Tyler Menninga as he sits in second place. And he's going to throw it into the ground right at the end of time. And that's going to be the end of the run for Jim Koehler and Avenger. Score for Jim Koehler and Avenger is going to be a 9.105. That is going to be good enough for first place. Your brand new leader is going to be Jim Koehler and Avenger. Coming up next, out of Quebec, Canada, representing for Lucas Oil Products, this is Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer. Everybody get those trucker arms going here for Cynthia Gauthier. And the 2-minute timer will start right now. off the Morgan and Morgan backflip ramp. He's driving around the stands and he's still to keep going after that save. Wow, Cynthia Gauthier. And there she goes. She's just gonna crashing right there with 30 seconds left. And that is going to be the end of the run for Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer. Your score for Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer is going to be a 5.999. That is going to be good enough for 6th place. Your leader is still going to remain to be Jim Koehler in Avenger. Coming out next, out of Knoxville, Tennessee, this is Dalton Widner in Jurassic Attack. He's gonna get straight to it. Dalton had a pretty bad crash in racing, which resulted in a lot of truck damage. And so he sadly could not get a chance to compete in skills, but he's ready to tear it up here in freestyle, make up for it. And then he's gonna line up that Morgan and Morgan backflip. He gets a consecutive and he sets it back down on all 4 BKT tires. Wow, Dalton Widner. Seconds are left. Dalton's having some troubles with the back wheels as they're not pulling as much as the front ones. He's not going to let that stop him. Oh, they're going to do a moonwalk right now. Nice job. And he's going to walk it across the step-up ramp and set it down, and that's going to be the end of the run for Dalton Widner in Jurassic Attack. First score for Dalton Widner in Jurassic Attack is going to be 7.548. That is going to be good enough for 3rd place. Your leader is still going to remain to be Jim Koehler in Avenger. Coming out next, out of Whittier, California, representing the Crazy Bull, this is Armando Castro in El Toro Loco. Armando really good truck that really works on this track. He's done really good on this track this year, so let's see how he can do tonight. A lot of drivers have been struggling so far here in this event, so let's see here what Armando can do. Armando's already laying down one of the best runs so far. Crashes it over the wall, but he's got the save. Mm-hmm. 30 seconds are left here for Armando. Lining it up for a Morgan and Morgan backflip. Next, he's got the moonwalk. And he's gonna donate it right there at the end of time. And that's going to begin the run for Armando Castro and El Toro. Armando Castro and El Toro Loco is going to be an 8.710. Oh man, that's only getting up for second place. Your leader is still going to remain to be Jim Koehler in Avenger. Coming out next, out of Itasca, Illinois, representing Monster Jam's newest truck, this is Camden Murphy in Classroom Crusher. Lining up for that Morgan and Morgan backflip ramp. Let's line up for it again. Nice, their consecutive backflip here for Camden. He's just gotta burn it down now and just start sending it. 30 seconds are left. He's gonna throw that truck into the ground, and that is gonna begin a run for Camden Murphy in Classroom. Your score for Camden Murphy in Classroom Crush is gonna be a 9.097. Oh man, that's gonna be good enough for second place. Your leader is still going to remain to be Jim Koehler in Avenger. Coming out next, out of Oskaloosa, Iowa, representing the black and green wrecking machine, this is Tyler Menninga in Grave Digger. He's gonna line up a Morgan and Morgan backflip. And he's gonna nail it. 30 seconds are left here for Tyler. What a bicycle sidewall at the end of time, and that is going to be the end of the run for Tyler Menninga in Gravedigger. For Tyler Menninga in Gravedigger is going to be 9.095. Oh man, that's only enough for third place. Your leader is still going to remain to be Jim Koehler in Avenger. Coming out last out of Orlando, Florida, representing for the Zombie Nation, this is Bari Musawwir in Zombie. Everybody get those zombie arms going for Bari Musawwir. Looks like the judges are looking for some saves so Bari can get some nice saves in this run. He's got a shot to win freestyle. What a somersault right there, and a save. Is that allowed for the Morgan and Morgan backflipping? He's got a weird twist, but nicer job here from Bari. It's 30 seconds left on the clock here for Bari Musawwir. And he tried to save it, but he's not going to be able to pull it out. And that is going to be the end of the run for Bari Musawwir in Zombie. Your score for Bari Musawwir in Zombie is going to be an 8.921. That's only going to be enough for fourth place, which means your BKT Tires Freestyle winner is going to be none other than Jim Koehler in Avenger. Nice job for Jim on getting this win here in the BKT Tires Freestyle competition. As man, Jim, he didn't even have a backflip in his run and he still won. And Jim, he just threw out a very old school run with no backflip, just mainly huge air, great momentum, some saves. And, that was just a very old school run. All the older fans are going to have nostalgia watching. If you're not a run that we would have seen like in the early 2010s or in the 2000s, back before we had backflips in the sport. So great job from Jim Koehler and Avenger on collecting this BKT Tires freestyle win, showing that the old man still got it. And, it's a really great run. It's a difficult track out here. It's very cramped spacing. The dirt falls apart easily. There's many places where you get tripped up and crash. But Jim was able to successfully fill out the clock and just had a great run. So great job for Jim Koehler and Avenger on collecting this BKT Tires freestyle win and for collecting the last 12 points towards tonight's overall event championship. Alright everybody, your overall event championship winner has been determined. After getting a total of 12 points in the JCB Racing competition, 10 points in the two-wheel skills challenge, and a total of 11 points in the BKT Tires freestyle competition for a total of 23 points. Your overall event championship winner is going to be none other than Camden Murphy in Classroom Crusher. Nice job for Camden Murphy on collecting this overall event championship win. And this may be his first possibly on the season. So congratulations to him as he just burned it. He had a great and consistent night tonight, finishing in top 3 in all competitions. Got the racing win, and it's just an event Camden Murphy needed as he's been a bit behind in the points. And he wants to climb up to the top and try to play spoilers to Tyler Menninga and Jim Koehler. And this is just the right start for him to try to slowly get back up to the top in the point standings. So he can try to win this series, as Camden Murphy left for nothing more than to win a series in the debut year for Classroom Crusher. And, it's a great job for Camden Murphy for being consistent. It's definitely a tough track for all competitions. So great job for Camden Murphy for being able to be consistent and take the win on this track. And this, big congratulations to him on collecting tonight's overall event championship. Monster Jam fans, let's take a look at the results from the event here tonight in New Orleans. Here are the results right here for the JCB Racing competition and overall event championship. And here are the results for the two-wheel skills challenge and BKT Tires freestyle competition. Currently right now in the series points, remaining in first place will be Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger, 228 points. Second place will be Jim Koehler and Avenger with 211 points. Third place will be Bari, Musawwir and Zombie with 197 points. We have in fourth place will be Camden Murphy in Classroom Crusher with 183 points. In fifth place, we are going to have, it looks like we're going to have Armando, Castro, and Toro, Loco with 170 points. Sixth place will be Colt Stevens and ThunderROARus with 170 points. In seventh place will be Dalton, Widner, and Jurassic with 155 points. Eighth place will be Cynthia, Gauthier, and Lucas Stabilizer with 147 points. Ninth place will be Joe Foley and ninth place will be Chris Koehler and Mayhem with 141 points. 10th place will be Joe Foley and Axe with 107 points. 11th place will be Mike Christensen in Vendetta with 97 points. And then in 12th place will be Kevin Crocker and Megalodon with 78 points. They're currently right now in points. Tyler still has a lead over Jim Koehler by 17 points. Jim could easily close that gap in one event. So Tyler's definitely got to make sure he stays on his A game. Bari Musawwir is starting to get in striking distance for that second place spot. as he's only 14 points behind. A couple of good events from him, 2 good events from him could see him land in that second place spot. Camden Murphy's also trying to go for that top 3, as he has 14 points behind Bari, and would love to get back into the top 3 this year for a second year in a row on a stadium series. 5th and 6th are currently a tie between Colt Stevens and Armando Castro. And so this tie, whoever gets more points in the next event, or if they somehow get the same amount of points, whoever gets a higher freestyle score, or gets more points in freestyle, will take over the series points lead. Not the series points lead, but will take over the spot for either 5th or 6th place. Then we've got Dalton Widner and Jurassic Attack, who can easily jump into the upper half of the field in the points, as he is currently only 15 points behind Armando Castro and Colt Stevens. He would love to finish in the top half on his first stadium tour, so he's definitely going to hope his truck will work better in the next stop, and he can try to achieve that. And then after that, we've got close behind him, we've got Cynthia, Gauthier, and Chris Koehler. Chris Koehler would love to make a jump in points. He's only 6 points behind Cynthia and 14 behind Dalton. So Chris would love to jump up into the 6th place. Hopefully he can do good in the next event and he can try to make a jump in these points. And then we've got Joe Foley and Axe, who's quite a ways down and a big gap in between Chris, and he's pretty far behind Chris Koehler in Mayhem, as he's a total of 34 points behind. So Joe Foley is going to have to start working really hard and starting to drive really hard and hoping he can have some good luck in the next coming up events, so that way he can try to get out of the bottoms and start to work his way up towards Chris Koehler and Mayhem. Mike Christensen and Vendetta is within striking distance of that 10th place spot. He's only 10 points behind, so he's hoping he can achieve it in the next event if he can be good and have a good and consistent event. Then at the bottom is Kevin Crocker and Megalodon, who is 19 points behind Mike Christensen, and he hopes to make a move to try to shorten the gap in the next event. Points are really interesting right now. A lot of stuff can get shaken up. A lot of stuff can happen. So you guys need to be sure you watch the next stop as soon as it comes out, as you do not want to miss what can happen with these points. This tour's next stop is not going to be until Sunday, April 20th in Jacksonville, Florida at Everbank Stadium for what could possibly be the last show in Everbank Stadium for a couple of years, as the stadium will be undergoing some renovations. So this will be the last show there for quite some time. So, we can always see what will happen there. We may actually go back to Jacksonville maybe later on in the year, like maybe in, I don't know, maybe at some point in November or something like that for an end of year show. We don't know, but as for now, this will be the last Monster Jam show in Jacksonville at Everbank Stadium before the stadium will undergo some renovations. And we're also going to be back in Jacksonville on Easter Sunday, so, we can't wait to, have a great Easter show. To continue on the tradition that I've had for 10 years now. The 10 year is, this Sunday, Jacksonville will mark the 10-year tradition of having the Easter show. So we cannot wait for that. We're very excited, and we cannot wait to see what plays out in that event. So everybody, please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you guys can be notified for the next stop here on Stadium Championship Series East comes out. Alrighty, everybody. Thank you, New Orleans, for a great event as we finally made our return here to New Orleans for the first time since 2019. It's been a fun and great return, and we hope to come back here more frequently. And we hope our next stop is not 6 years away. We hope it happens next year, sometime in the very near future, as soon as possible. Well, because we love coming out here to New Orleans, as it is a very iconic and historic stop on Monster Jam's calendar. So we hope to be back very soon. But thank you all you New Orleans fans. I hope you all have a God-blessed day. And I hope you all have a safe drive home. And I'm glad you guys came out here to the event. Thank you for coming to Monster Jam. I hope you guys had a fun time. And we hope to see you next time. Peace out, New Orleans.